Let's find the volume of a cylindrical oil can with a diameter of 4 1/3 inches and a height of 7 1/4 inches. To do this, let's first label our figure below. And the diameter of an oil can, or diameter of this cylinder that we have, is 4 1/3 inches. And the height of it, which we'll measure here, this height here, is 7 1/4 inches. For us to find the volume of a cylinder, which is the formula pi r squared times h for this figure, we need the radius, not the diameter. Well, the radius of a circle, the top of the cylinder, is from the center to the side of the circle, which we see are two radiuses. From one side to the center and from the center to the other side is two radiuses, or radii. So, for us to find a radius, we need to take the diameter and divide it by 2. So, we'll take the radius, r, and take 4 1/3 and divide this number by 2. Let's use a calculator to find the decimal approximation for the radius. So bringing up a TI-83 calculator and turning it on, we'll take the quantity of 4 plus 1 over 3, 4 1/3, and divide that by 2. Enter. Roughly speaking, our radius becomes 2.166. And since this was measured in inches, 2.166 inches. Let's use our fact of what the radius is and what the height is to find the volume of our cylinder here. So we'll first write the formula down, V equals pi r squared times h, and plug in our radius and our height into this formula. So the volume would be pi times the radius we said was 2.166 squared multiplied by the height of 7 1/4. The directions tell us not to change pi, so we'll write pi at the end of our answer. So our volume is 2.166 squared multiplied by 7 1/4 with a pi at the end. Next, let's use a calculator to find the decimal approximation to this answer. So again, using our calculator, we'll multiply 2.166 squared times the amount, quantity of 7 plus 1 over 4 quantity. When we hit enter, we come up with a decimal approximation for 2.166 squared times 7 1/4. So this volume would become 34.01378 with a pi at the end. This represents the material that we would have inside of this cylindrical oil can. And since volume is measured in cubic units, we're using inches, our volume really would be 34.01378 pi inches cubed, or cubic inches. So our final answer is the volume is 34.01378 pi cubic inches.